Hey guys, welcome back to Play on Footy. My name's Bailey. Today we're going to be rounding up the Lions versus Giants game. Wow, what a game. Giants to be up by 44 points at the half and at three-quarter time 25 points to have this exact same result as they did against the Swans and to lead. I think they led the game by 120 minutes. So Giants really had no excuses to put the game away. They had every opportunity to put the game away, and they didn't. So they fall short, unfortunately, yet again, meaning they go out in straight sets. And so the Port Adelaide title of straight sets goes to GWS this year, but we'll see what happens against Port versus Sydney. So I think post-game, I saw the interview with Adam Kingsley. Geez, a hulk of a man. Holy cow, his biceps and... Geez, he's an absolute buffalo, not bison, because that's Mitch Marsh, the bison, but the buffalo, Adam Kingsley. Holy cow, he basically said post game that they didn't learn their lesson, they didn't execute what had been sort of preempted and said before the game, because he went through what he would say if they were in a similar position like they were against Sydney. He said it, but nothing changed. And there was a pivotal moment I really want to raise with you guys. There was a pivotal moment where Brent Daniels, there was a free kick. I don't know who it was who was it against or what have you, but it was a GWS free kick. And Brent Daniels, 15 meters out from goal, decides to kick the ball, soccer the ball through, and it goes through for a behind. Now, if Brent Daniels didn't go through that motion and actually just gave the ball back to his GWS teammate, it could have been a different story. GWS could have just sneaked this win. But there was just so many little moments like that throughout the game where GWS just failed to get the job done. Obviously, Caniglio, he was out for, I think it was in the first quarter, just towards the end of the first quarter, with like a cheekbone sort of fracture. He had a really puffy eye. So I guess they were they were a man down, so to speak. And they had Leo Halloran, which came in for the game. I think he kicked a goal, which was pretty handy for them. But overall, I think it's a real disappointing loss for Giants. Don't get me wrong, I love Fags and I love the Lions, and I wish they won last year over over Collingwood. But it's just the nature of the game. You know, AFL has turned into a marathon these days. And I saw a lot of GWS players last night just looking gassed out. Like Toby Green was one of them, who just looked like he's huffing and puffing. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure he's trying hard, but it just seemed to me that these players didn't know how to manage themselves and take control and slow the game down. I felt like when momentum was clearly in favour of Giants, they weren't able to control the ball and control the situation and control their destiny, really. And the Lions, because they've got so much, I guess, experience themselves going through like a GF last year and being pretty competitive in finals the last couple of years, they managed to really muster like sixth gear. I felt the Lions were just really able to get the ball flowing at the right times. Don't get me wrong, Lions did miss a lot of opportunities themselves in front of goal. Eric Hipwood, I'm looking at you. But overall, Joe Danaher was like an absolute freak in the last quarter to really steady the ship. And poor Sam Taylor, don't get me wrong, he's a great defender, but he will look back at that footage and just go, oh man, if only I'd got my fist there just to punch the ball away. But again, finals is moments, and if you don't take them, and if you're not, you know, on the front foot always, you'll fall short. And so I think, you know, when the GWS review this game, they'll look at so many little fine moments in it where they really could have shut the game away and shut it down and basically just said game over to the Lions, which I thought watching it was clear as day going to happen. And then third quarter time comes around and they go up by 25 points. And all I can really think to myself was, I hope that last week doesn't repeat itself. You know, GWS have won their last 7 games prior to the finals, and then they've fallen short and lost their last 3. So just goes to show that just because your home and away season's, you know, relatively good, you come to finals, it's a completely different atmosphere. And to be honest, they were pretty unlucky to lose against Sydney, I thought, by 6 points. And in this game, at their home stadium too, to lose by 5 points, it's a massive kick in the guts to Adam Kingsley and the GWS team. What do you guys reckon? Comment down below, like and subscribe. What was your takeaway from the game? I'll see you in the next one.